Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. It's been about maybe 7 or 8 months since the last time I recorded anything. And this is going to be going up the end of the year. I'm doing this right before Christmas. So, what's been going on with me? I turned 40 in July. My oldest daughter turned 21 in July. The weight loss journey I was on the beginning of the year, I am still on it. Are we loving this red hair? Like, I'm into her. So I digress. But I've learned a lot in 2020. And I've been doing a lot of shadow work. And the first time I heard shadow work, I thought about, like, what is it? And I just ignored it because, people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So I Googled it and I looked some things up. And you know, everything has gone so quickly since March. March, everybody shut down everything because of C-19, and I'm a medical social worker, so I did a lot of working. And then I got sick. I didn't get C-19, but I got sick. Right before my 40th birthday in July, I was planning to go out of town. And I think it was the day before, I just got feverish, went to the hospital. So I spent my 40th birthday having pneumonia. Couldn't see my kids, couldn't be around my family, didn't get any birthday gifts until like almost 2 weeks later because I was sick. And the antibiotics they put me on, the first round of antibiotics, they made me sick. So it gave me a lot of time to reflect. And with being a medical social worker, seeing the amount of sickness and death, it's been a lot this year. It's been a lot this year. So with shadow work, when you see cartoons or maybe see a movie and a person is thinking, and it's an angel on one side and it's the devil on the other side, all of us have a shadow side. We have a light and a dark side. We have good thoughts. We have bad thoughts. We have good days. We have bad days. We have in between days. So shadow work is learning how to get into that happy medium of who you are and not letting the negative thoughts or the bad thoughts or your quote unquote shadow side thoughts take over you. So, what I did, the first thing I did, I got this book. It's called the Goddess. Awakening the Goddess. And it has a bunch of exercises in here. It says sacred practices for healing, self love, and embodying the divine feminine. And one of the first exercises in the book, it tells you to go and stand in front of a mirror for 11 minutes and just look at yourself and do it for 30 days. And the first thing you do is you look at yourself, you say, "You are beautiful, you are divine, and I love you." And you bow to yourself. And you sit there and you just, in the mirror, having a conversation with yourself, telling yourself what you're proud of, what you're not proud of, what you're going to do about it, being gentle with yourself. Like, I had to I have such a greater appreciation of my body. Like, every day I put my hands on my heart and say, "Thank you. Thank you for beating. Thank you for putting up with me on the days where I work too hard and I don't get enough rest. Thank you for beating. Thank you for still beating when I hurt you and I allowed other people to hurt you. I apologize to you and I'm going to be better with you. I thank my eyes. We don't realize that these are all gifts. I thank my eyes for seeing, my ears for hearing, my throat, my mouth, my lips, my fingers, my hands. I take time to show gratitude to my whole body because there have been times in life where I have not been good to my body and my body has still sustained. Have I gone through things and have I been sick? Yes, I have. But My body still works, it still functions. I started walking in March. I've walked over 1,000 miles since March. I've lost 60 pounds this year and I kept it off. The first 3 months of the year, I didn't drink any alcohol at all. I challenged myself because I'm not going to let a substance or a spirit control me. You see my wine rack back there, so hey, I enjoy me some wine. And I enjoy me some tequila too, so hey. But I don't let it control me. I don't have days anymore where I'm like, oh, I need a drink. I just can't wait to get home so I can fix me a drink. I have days where I say, you know what? Let me breathe. And when I have thoughts that I don't want to have, I'm not going to say that it's easy to just breathe. Because sometimes I have to tell those thoughts, go to hell. Because sometimes I can have very, very dark thoughts. And when I find myself having dark thoughts, I'll be like, okay, you can go away from me now. I acknowledge that you want to be dark and negative in my head. And I honor that right now I have a reason to be upset. But I choose not to be upset. I choose to be happy. So, negative thought, kiss my ass. Sometimes I have been sweeping and I open the door and literally sweep all the negative thoughts out. I would literally be holding the broom. Negativity be gone. This book, it talks about essential oils and incense and sage. I say with sage, I enjoy Palo Santo better than sage, but it really does cleanse negative energy. But when I burn sage, I'll turn around and do a dragon's blood incense because dragon blood incense smell good and dragon's blood is nothing to be scary about. It's an incense, it's an herb, it's a powder. It's not that deep. Or if I don't want to put lavender oil in a diffuser, I'll just open my lavender oil and, you know, smell it and go on about my day. Or take some dried lavender and put it in some of my candles and burn it. And when you break up that lavender, that fresh lavender, you can smell it whether it's fresh or dried. So I just take time to spend with me. I have my good days, I have my bad days. I have my good thoughts, I have my bad thoughts, but I don't live in it. Take time to be gentle with yourself. Thank your body. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for when you hurt yourself. Forgive yourself for when you allowed somebody else to hurt you. Acknowledge the fact that you have hurt yourself sometimes. And acknowledge the fact that you have also let other people hurt you sometimes. And acknowledge the fact that, hey, sometimes you were hurt and you didn't do anything wrong. And there was nothing that you could have done to change it. And it's okay. Hurt don't have to last always, and neither does pain. It's been a great year. It's been a year of self-discovery, of growth, wanting to be closer to my kids, wanting to be closer to myself, to love me, to manifest what I want, to write down exactly what I want my life to look like, who I want in my life, who I don't want in my life. And this journey started because of C19 and Deborah Brooks. Oh, my Deborah. But it just started, and I'm thankful that it started. I know what I want as a 40-year-old woman. I would never want to date someone in their 30s. I'm 40. Or in their 20s. I'm 40. And with me knowing my light and dark side, or my shadow side, if you will, I would treat them like they're my child because I'm probably smarter than them. Yeah. and I have more life experience than them. So what are you going to tell me? I want people in my life that I can learn from, learn with, grow with. So this year I've just pretty much embraced family and embraced me. And you know what? Sitting here, the end of the year, looking at myself with just lipstick and a little bit of mascara on, I'm amazing. And I am beautiful. I am divine. I love myself. I choose the life that I want to live, and I choose to be happy. I choose to be at peace. I choose to be calm. I choose to release anger and bitterness and negativity. It has no room here. Another thing, and I'm going to end with this because I didn't want this video to be long talking about shadow work. When there's a full moon, they talk about a full moon release. So what I do, whether it's a person's name, whether it's negativity, frustration, overthinking, doubt, I write it down on a sheet of paper or a post-it. I have something written on this post-it and I don't want you all to see. But I just take it outside and light it on fire, return it back to the earth because I don't want that negative shit on me. So I just release it. What I'm seeking is seeking me. What I want to have, I will have. And no one can stop it. No one can stop me. So I think I talked about what I wanted to talk about. Another thing I did, we're going to wind this on down. Anyone who's ever been to my home, and this is just a little bit of candle wax on here, I love angels. So I got this angel book about the different angels. And I have Archangel Michael. I want to show you all Archangel Michael because Archangel Michael is the angel of protection. Archangel Michael is one of the angels of the four directions, which is Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And they sit, pretty in pretty close proximity to God. But let me show you Michael and another book that I've read, and then I'll be done. 1 second. Okay, this is Michael. I got him on Amazon, but you can find Michael's candles at Family Dollar. They're usually white candles where you can burn. But this is one with batteries. And it has his prayer on the back in Spanish and English. Because I love angels. Anybody that knows me knows I love angels. I know I have over 20 angels here. I've always loved angels. I've always felt a connection with angels. And another reason I got this, because when I got this book, it's really good for self-help and self-love. But at the end of the book, it talks about deities, Hindu deities. And I don't know about messing around with those deities because a lot of y'all didn't watch Beyonce turn into Oshun and Yemiya, and y'all out here burning gold candles. And if you don't know how to work with those deities, I would suggest you leave them alone. Another thing, Michael, that I have is this. It's a pocket shield. And it's also a hole in here where you can keep it around your neck. Like if I go for a walk late at night, I may take Michael with me, and it just says on the back, Heaven's wingspan is large enough to lift the hearts of the world. Protect us day and night, encourage us with strength and might. And the power of Psalms. Like I said, I've become more spiritual than religious. David was a very interesting person in the Bible. He could pretty much get away with everything, and God would still bless him. So I want to understand David and dance like David, sing like David, pray like David. Okay? So, shadow work. it's important to work on yourself, because if you don't love you, if you don't really love you, how can you really expect someone else to love you? And if you don't take time to really, really value yourself and appreciate yourself, no one else ever will. It may start off nice and sweet, but later you will be looking for another person to give you something that you haven't given yourself. So if nothing else from this video, 2020 has been something. That's the only thing I could say. But I'm not gonna say it's been a bad year. It's been an amazing year. And I'm looking forward to 2021. C19 gave me a chance to slow down. It gave me a chance to see life in a different way. And then once I got sick, it just, what can you do when you're sick? Sit and be pissed off that you're sick? No, read, educate yourself, rest, rejuvenate, relax. Trouble don't last always. And neither has this year. This year is about to be over with. So love, light, and healing to you all. Blessings. Take time, be gentle with yourself, and don't engage with anybody's negative energy. And instead of just saying it, just look at them like, you don't have to say it. Sometimes thinking it is better than saying it. So that was important. That's what you do. You just be like, that's it. Like I said, love, light, healing, blessings to you all. May 2020, I hope you learned from it. And may you walk into 2021 happy, healed, renewed, and ready to conquer the world, because it's yours to conquer. Bye, y'all.